A really contentious fight for district attorney in Williamson County. It's been getting a lot of attention. County Attorney Jana Duty is challenging incumbent DA John Bradley in the Republican primary there. It is a tight one. John Bradley, the incumbent, trailing Jana Duty. Bradley's 46% of the vote to Duty's 54. That's just 3% of the precincts reporting. It's going to be a long night ahead. Jana Duty bolstered by the early voting numbers. Our Shannon Wolfson is live in Williamson County, where Jana Duty supporters have gathered at her home to watch the returns, and she has to be happy about those numbers. Shannon.
She is, Leslie. We're going to talk to her right now. Jana Duty joins me live. Jana, as you just heard, you know, your numbers have gone up a little bit in the last hour or so with 3% of the precincts reporting. Talk to us a little bit about how you're feeling right now.
Well, it feels good, obviously, to be going that direction instead of the other direction. So we feel very confident, very excited about the numbers growing in our favor.
Talk to me a little bit about, we talked earlier, you said you're not really surprised by this outcome, what it appears to be so far. Tell me about why.
We did a lot of polling. We polled before I decided to actually run for this office. We polled right before early voting, and then we polled again during early voting, and the numbers were always very consistent in my favor at about this margin. So I felt pretty confident coming into tonight that things were going to go well.
Jana, talk to me. We know, the Michael Morton case was really center stage in this competition between you and John Bradley. Talk to me a little bit about how you think that played into these results so far tonight.
The Michael Morton case was such an important case in this county because a lot of people have lost faith in the system because of everything that went wrong. That case is just a high-profile example of what can go wrong when we don't have an open discovery policy as we should. And so, obviously bringing that case front and center to show people what we don't want to happen again was very important to this race.
All right, Jana Duty joining us live now. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. We'll continue to follow these results and bring your reaction as those results come in. For now, we are live in Williamson County. Shannon Wolfson, KXAN News.
And Duty now leading with 15% of the vote in Williamson County. As we've been talking about here, much of the DA's race centered on the Michael Morton case.
And he's the man who spent 25 years in prison for the murder of his wife, even though he was innocent. As the incumbent DA, John Bradley fought to prevent DNA testing of evidence that would eventually free Morton. That entire case has been a major talking point, as Shannon was talking about, in this race.
And Bradley has tried to convince voters that his experience and knowledge are the most important things to think about before casting a ballot.
But he has been keeping a very low profile tonight. Our Chris Sadeghi is live in Georgetown with the latest from the Bradley campaign.
Well, Governor Rick Perry endorsed John Bradley in this DA's race, and the governor was here at Uptown Social in Georgetown just a few moments ago, just a block away from the courthouse where Bradley has an office. Bradley, on the other hand, did not welcome the media to his watch party. He has a private party at a home in Liberty Hill. Calls to Bradley today went unanswered and unreturned. As you mentioned, Bradley has had to answer a lot of questions about Michael Morton and his wrongful imprisonment, but he's tried to answer back by talking about his more than 20 years of experience. He did have some catching up to do after the early voting, trailing by 700 votes, and you just saw those updated numbers, trailing by about 1,900 votes now, but still very early on. This could be an extremely tight race that could last well into the night. As I said, even though John Bradley was not here, Rick Perry did speak to the supporters here at Uptown Social. He said that it has been a very good night for conservatives across the state of Texas, and also said when Travis County has him feeling blue, he likes to come and have Republican red in Williamson County. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Chris.